Hi everybody, my name is Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food on both Facebook and YouTube. Well, here we are, and two of my go-tos for my podcast, Guilty Pleasure Time. One has disappeared, and the other is eating all kinds of food, carbs, celebrating with beer, and kind of some reckless abandonment. And interestingly, the one that's still podcasting, he had said that he was just not going to be eating his keto plan because he had been for 7 months, and that he was just going to go back to monitoring things. And the next day was a 19-minute video of like what he did in a day and all that he ate, and incredible amounts of garbage. And the other one was this woman that was nearing her 100-pound loss, and it was her birthday, and she went out to eat, and she had all kinds of carbs and sugar for her birthday. And she hasn't been on her YouTube podcast since. And so I'm thinking you need to be careful of celebrations with foods that were triggers or dangerous or kryptonite or gateways to binges, gateways to losing your momentum. And momentum is so key and important. Momentum and consistency are definitely the keys to success. Now, for some that are successful, that would be a, well, duh. But for those of us that had to work to get to a place where we understood the momentum and the consistency of our food plan, it's not a duh. It was like the hardest thing we ever had to work for to achieve. And so I feel really, really bad. Another one is still eating a lot of garbage and doing podcasts on it. And it's like, I wonder how her body is ever losing. But I don't know. But another one, it seems like she is beginning to get a little spark that says, I'm getting what this food plan is all about, and it's exciting. So, my concern is momentum. Now in 12-step programs, when you're attending, you have to have your momentum. And what happens is that you build one day onto the next. Same with smoking. Same with any other abuse that you might consider an addiction to your body. And so it just builds where you just get so used to doing what you're doing. It's either a new way of eating or a new way of exercising, a new way of pulling your life together, eating breakfast for the first time in your life, not eating breakfast because you're not hungry for the first time in your life, trusting your gut, trusting your head, listening to others that are doing it and successful and saying, you know what? That's a jar of pickles I want to be with, or that is a tribe that I want to live in their teepee with. There are all different kinds of us's out there, people like me that do this on a daily basis, maybe not even daily, but the momentum and the consistency are probably the unspoken thing about what's so important in a food plan, the day after day. Now, for some, it could be a grind until weigh-in day. And then you see your reward and you go, oh, I'm psyched again. So you get psyched all over again. Some people are addicted to their home scale, and that turns into this obsession of massive proportion, and it really can mess with somebody's psyche, as a lot of us have seen. So or experienced ourselves. So you want to get that momentum of whatever it is that you're doing. Some people who have a lot more time than me keep food journals on the emotions and the gut reaction to different things that they eat. And I kind of had, it's kind of in my head. It's not like, I have a food journal about it. But I know that when I have a high fat, low carb lunch, meaning like my scrambled eggs with cheese, that I fare thee well much better waiting until dinner, doing that 5-hour stint that is my hungry horror time. I'm not a nighttime eater, so. And when I have a salad, it's satiating, and that works too. But oftentimes I save the salad to have with the animal protein at night because I want something bulky and big in volume, like a great big leafy green salad. And so learning what works for you. So there are days that I have the great big salad for lunch, and then there are other times I have even more protein in it, salad for dinner. That's it. And then there are other times when I have a smaller salad with animal protein, like I am tonight. I'm having a grilled pork chop and a salad and a fat bomb. Yes, indeed. So I am kind of excited about that. So, for some of us, I hug and embrace consistency and momentum. To me, that is flannel sheets in the winter. It's a new bathrobe. It is all the comfy, cozy things that make me feel safe and secure. Others fly a little bit more loosey, and they go from one meal to the next, listening maybe to their head, maybe to their gut, and going with how that is, or how busy their day is. The one that I like to watch, who's been missing since her birthday celebration with carbs and sugar, she was one of those fly by the seat of your pants, wake up. I think there were a lot of kids there. She has a lot of children to care for. So some of her days are not her own to plan. And she's often the type that at 9:30 at night she's eating her dinner. And it must be after she tucks everybody in. That would not be good for me. One, at 9:30 I'm already in bed. But yeah, I like to plan out my things. Now, today I'm in my 3-day off, which will be every week through Labor Day in the summer. And so I find that I haven't decided on my lunch when I'm putting in what I'm having for dinner. And so I knew that yesterday felt so successful. I had my scrambled eggs with cheese, and I had the salsa, and I guess that's it. Oh, bacon, some uncured bacon, the Vermont smoke and uncured bacon from BJ's, and that held me till dinner time. So I will probably have that again today because of how it makes me feel. And what I do is I walk, and then I go to my 12-step meeting, and then I come home, and I'll have that and do another leg of errands. Today I'm waiting for Mr. Sears repairman. I have a double oven Kenmore, and my top oven is not heating up, so I have the 8 to 12 window. So I'm waiting for him to come. And then after he departs, then it will be a couple more rounds of errands. But I guess I can't really make crack slaw on top of the stove if he's coming to fix the oven, can I? So we'll see. We'll see how the day goes. So I have to be okay with whatever it is that happens. And in the meantime, I will be reading my Yuri Elkham community cookbook, and although it doesn't give the macros, it doesn't break it down, the recipes are really great, and there's a great big beautiful colored picture of every recipe, And this one looks divine. This is an anytime casserole because you just don't have to wait for those moments when you're craving comfort food. And what it is it's got sausage and carrot, carrots, sweet potatoes, red bell peppers, yellow squash, zucchini squash, and it's all whisked. It's all grated with a food processor and then mixed and made, and this looks right up my alley. I'll have to figure out what the macros are. But anyway, it was kind of neat. It was one of those things where you get the email and the item itself, like in this case the cookbook, is free. You just have to pay postage and handling, which was $10. And so for me, it's really nice, and I liked the spiral binder, so it really can open up. He even made gummy bears with watermelon, I think stevia, and Knox gelatin. But yeah, so it's the all-day energy diet with Yuri Elkaim, and as I said, I think in another video, all these other contributors. So there's 67 recipes, and anyway, it's just a nice addition, and and they're so simple. They're so simple. I think that casserole was probably the most difficult of all because it involved the food processor. But there's pictures of salads in there, spinach salads with raspberries, walnuts, and avocados on it. How simple is that? It's just seeing the picture reminds you. It's like, oh yeah, I could have a wonderful salad like that, and it's nutritiously, how dense could that be? Every power food is in there. The oxidants of the berries, the avocado for the fat, the spinach, look at all the antioxidants in that, the walnuts for those fats, like yowza. So, pretty exciting. So anyway, back to momentum and consistency. You need to try to get that into your daily routine. It is so important, so important. And the scary part, the concerning part, is if you plan a vacation, if you plan a dinner out with special treats of things that you haven't had, like for the whole time that you've been on a certain food plan, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. When I saw my keto friend come back after 5 days away where he ate whatever he wanted, and now he's continuing, I feel like the mama bear. I just want to warn him because I've seen it all too often. You think you can eat in safety. Some of us can't. I couldn't have carbs in safety. I couldn't. I'd be going from 2 slices to 3 slices of pizza, and that's lunch. I would be having baked potatoes every night. I would be having cereal again in the morning. I would be having 250 grams of carbs every day if I started to eat that way, because my brain lights up like it's cocaine and I want it, and I would have it. And I would think, I can handle this. I'm weighing and measuring all these things. I can't. I know that. I have tried and tested it in my 65 plus years many times. I have been in a rowboat without an oar and thought I could take care of it all. I can't. The consistency of the tracker, the momentum of one day building with the next, is what has kept me sane up here, tummy happy and full, and the scale saying a number that I like. So, be vigilant, because it does have a payoff. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food. Bye-bye for now.